Hey, welcome to Slay the Spire. Today, playing the daily challenge for August 18th, 2025. The character is the Defect, and the modifiers are Heirloom. Start with one rare relic. Hoarder, whenever they add a card to a deck, add 2 additional copies. You can no longer remove cards from the deck of the merchant. And Midas, enemies drop Turnip per more gold, but you can no longer smith the rest sides. So with Hoarder, I should try to get as many collectibles as possible. I see Pelts with 1586. That's a pretty good score. Let's see how well I can do here. Alright, so we started with Turnip, which is a rare relic. I'm not sure if I appreciate it as much as I should. You can only become frail, which is fine. Let's take it, yeah. Frailty is a little annoying. I guess that's fine. Alright, two lead path on the left. Yeah, only one lead path on the right. After this point, if I go to the right lead, I'll get 1 extra question mark room. Up until this point, I only see a 3 question mark room path, right? Which is fine, yeah. That's a total of 4 question mark rooms. A little low, but I'll accept it. Alright, here let's start off with 2 strikes and then defend. I could have played the dual cast. I think it's fine. Alright, strike, zap, strike. Okay. And then any decent attack to go with the orbs. Oh, look at that. I'm not getting frail. That's kind of nice. Alright. Okay, easy start here. Barrage, sweeping aggregate. It's really tempting to take the aggregate. Yeah, let's take the aggregate. It's really good. And now, because of the aggregate, I'm thinking of not going for Pauper and taking a Seek. Because the Seek together with like a Tempest would be a lot of fun. And the aggregates, of course. And then my deck should grow larger very quickly. Did I just waste energy? I might have just wasted energy. That was a mistake. For some reason, I thought my deck was much larger than it actually was. That's a bummer. Now I can do an aggregate, and here I can double defend and do a zap, and then next turn any attacks should kill here. Beautiful. Alright. Okay, Cool-Headed Steambear stack. Cool-Headed is interesting. Let's take it. Steambear would have been good too. Alright, here, first set of curses. I mean, it's early, but let's take the regard. We also got Letter Opener. Every time play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Not bad. And here I got the Lice. Okay. So let's start off with Cool-Headed 1, Cool-Headed 2, and, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Let's do a strike here. Okay. Alright, and then here, aggregate is not actually going to be useful, so let's not play that. Let's instead do Cool-Headed. Dual cast is not going to be that useful. It does get rid of, I can get rid of both of them, actually. Yeah, beautiful. Alright, Leap, Reinforced Body, Compile Driver. Compile Driver is not a bad idea. Would give me card draw. Who is my boss? Slime. Yeah, for the Slime, I think I need to focus more on offense than defense. Alright, here, ooh, I would love to get some cards. Barrage, Injury, probably don't want the Injury. Rip and Tear would not be bad. Zap is fine. There's an Injury. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take the zap and the injury. Not super happy with that, but fine. Fine. Rip and Tear would have probably been better to get a few copies of. Alright, here let's do Cool-Headed, Compile Driver, and I was really hoping to defend. The Regret is actually, it's going to start to deal a lot of damage. I have to be a little careful. Alright, here I can do Aggregate, Compile Driver, and then Zap, Strike, and Double Defend. Okay. Yeah, the enemy's transformed, right? Because of the Letter Opener. Could have planned that a little better, I guess. Here, let's do Zap 1, Zap 2 to gain a little bit of block, and then a Strike. Okay. I have to be really careful. I need some good rare cards. Maybe like an Electrodynamics with all the Zaps I have now. Aggregate, unfortunately, is very useless here, so let's not play that. Let's do Zap, and I really hope one of the orbs... Okay, no, not one. 2 of the orbs would have to hit this guy. I should have also played an Aggregate to make the Regret deal less damage. That was definitely a mistake on my part. Let's do Cool-Headed, Compile Driver, and then the Zap is enough. Beautiful. Alright, charge battery, go for the S-Equilibrium. I could do Equilibrium to have a good defensive card, or go for the ice is not bad either. Let's take the Equilibrium here, okay? And then, yeah, going this way for an extra question mark room. I cannot upgrade anything, so I have to heal. That's fine. Actually, I guess I don't mind healing. Alright, yeah, let's do Equilibrium and then a Zap, okay? And then here, Aggregate, Cool-Headed, so I have extra card draw with the Compile Driver 1 and 2. Great. Okay, that's a lot of curses for one hand. That's a little frustrating. Can I kill here at least? Yes, I can. Beautiful. Got a Liquid Memories Potion, Self-Repair, Barrage, Beam Cell. Barrage would be better if I had more Orb slots, which I don't. Let's take the Beam Cell, sure. I don't think I need the Self-Repair. Here I got the Boot. Whenever you do 4 less unblocked attack damage, increase it to 5. Okay, makes the Beam Cell better, I guess. Alright, Sentry, first elite, and nothing I can do unless... No, even the Blessing of Fortune is not going to help, right? It has to be Liquid Memories, but... I would need to draw an Equilibrium next turn, which is unlikely, so you know what? I'm going to give up on perfecting this one early. I could use the Liquid Memories, bring the defend back, but then this turn I would need 18 block, which would only work if I had an Equilibrium and a few Frost Drops, and I don't. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't waste the potion there. Let's do Beam Cell, Zap, and defend. Okay. Definitely taking a lot of damage. Nothing that the liquid memories could save me with. Alright, here let's do Beam Cell Strike, then Zap. Okay. Yep, continuing to take damage. Okay. And then here, there's an Equilibrium. I think I'll do the Compile Drivers instead. Compile Driver 1, Compile Driver 2. And then I can get rid of this guy with another Compile Driver. I am going to take a lot of damage from the Regret, though. Okay. Would have been easier to just take damage from the Sentry. Wow. Got the Agates way too late. At least I can save them for next turn, so that is a little useful. Because I reshuffle and I got 3 Agates. Look at that. Look at how much energy I have. 27. And nothing really to play with. At least I did have enough to kill there. We got Dreamcatcher. One of you rescue may add a card into your deck. Very useful. Collectibles on the aggregate? No, I think I'll take the Bias Cognition. Yeah, let's start with rare cards. And then I think... Actually, I don't mind resting. No, I don't want 2 rest side. 1 rest side I think is enough. Here I got... Wait, how many curses? Didn't I already have a doubt? No, I had injury. Okay, fine. Well, let's hope I get Duvidal. How about that? I'd have to be a little careful not to lose too much HP here. I got Beam Cell, Compile Driver. Oh, no, that's what I was worried about. Alright, let's fully defend here. Okay. Actually, a little worried if I get too many regrets and get attacked by too much, I might be in trouble. Let's do Aggregate, Compile Driver. Great, another Aggregate. Not that I really need it. Okay. Alright, got lucky with one of the Lightning Orbs. 9 incoming. Let's do Aggregate again. Beam Cell, Dual Cast. Am I dead here? I'm dead here, right? Because this will deal 2 damage and I'm taking 9 damage. So I have to bring back something with liquid memories. Should that be the Compile Driver? No. Guess it should be a defend. Compile Driver might give me something bad. Okay. At least I have a rest side after this, right? Yeah. Alright, can I deal 16 damage? This is... Oh, wow, I'm weakened too. Let's do Zap, Bias Cognition. That's 14. Okay, the strike is enough. Wow, that was close. I had to use a potion. Okay. Cold Snap, Charge Battery. Chill is good. Oh, I can't upgrade it, though. Cold Snap might be better in that case. Let's take it. Alright, and then here I'm actually lucky that I can heal. Another Cold Snap. Yeah, let's take a collectibles for those. Okay. Alright, 27 is not amazing, but it's better than nothing. Here, I'm a little hesitant with the Bias Cognition. Let's do Equilibrium and Zap first. Okay. It's not a bad idea. Especially if we got a Frost Drop. Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to do Bias Cognition here, then do Zap. And then let's do Compile Driver. Okay. True Regrets are annoying. I am dealing a good amount of damage with the Orbs, but I'm down to 15. And I have 18 incoming. Okay, let's do Cold Snap. It's 5. That's not quite enough. Then Cool-Headed... Aggregate is great. Okay, Aggregate is really good. I can do Compile Driver. Another Cold Snap. That's still only 15. But then with the Zap, I can evoke one of them. That should be enough, right? Yeah, 18. Beautiful. That's exactly enough. Okay. And then I need to deal 21 damage. Let's do Beam Cell, Cold Snap 1, Cold Snap 2. That is enough. Beautiful. Alright, perfect this one. With a little bit of luck, we've got Pair Up and Pick Up Ratio Max by 10. Very nice. And a Block Potion. Also very nice. I don't think I need the Claw. Probably don't want the Chill. Actually, you know what? Let's take the Chill. Why not? It does give me Frost Drops, and I need more Frost Drops anyway. Turbo Chaos or Self-Repair. Don't need the Self-Repair. Chaos might be interesting. It might give me a Dark Orb, which would allow me to get Overkill. Alright, so here, let's see what the Cool-Headed gives me. Not the best start here. I also have the Blessing of the Forge I might consider using at some point. Alright, here, let's do Compile Driver, Aggregate. Great. I can do Cold Snap, Zap. Another Cold Snap, so I will deal 3 more damage. So the Strike is too much, right? The Strike will force a transformation, which I don't want yet. Let's hope next turn I can deal more damage. Okay, well, this could have been worse. Let's do Zap, Chaos, and fine. Unfortunately, I'm weakened next turn. The enemy is splitting at 57. 16 incoming. I do have 2 Equilibriums. That's good. I cannot play both of them, so I think I have to drink the Blessing of the Forge here. Let's play one of them. That's good. Then Beam Cell and Strike. Okay. I have another Equilibrium. And I actually need the other one. Good. Let's do Bias Cognition and Equilibrium again. Okay. Now, I think the backline is guaranteed to attack me this turn. Alright, 11. That's not too bad. I got the Aggregate. That's good. Let's do another Bias Cognition, then do Compile Driver. Okay. Then Cold Snap, Chaos. And then another Chaos would target... Oh, actually, it doesn't matter which one it targets. Oh, beautiful. The Letter Opener got rid of one of them. And then let's also do Strike. Okay. Alright. Again, not the best with value, but I do have another Dark Orb coming up. 20 incoming. So, Chill would give me energy back and gives me some block. Actually, Equilibrium allows me to be fully defended. Let's do Zap and Cold Snap. Beautiful. Okay, this actually went really well. The Chaos actually ended up being very useful here. Let's do Cold Snap for a kill. Awesome. All right, perfected one lead and one boss. Not unhappy with that. We got a potion of capacity, which is good. Core search buffer, multicast. I think the regrets make buffer a little useless, but I still think it is the best card to take here. Sacred Bark did help me a lot yesterday. I would like extra energy though. Is it necessary with the aggregate? Tiny House is interesting too. Oof. Tiny House would give me the well-fed modifier because of pair, right? Oh boy, what to do here? Let's do... Should I do Busted Crown? That's energy. No, I think I'll take Tiny House. I'm pick up between 1 potion, gain 50 gold, register, make sure we have 5 obtain 1 card, and upgrade 1 random card. We got a Chaos upgrade, we got a Fear in the Bottle, and Doom and Gloom is interesting. Beam Cell will give me collectibles for that. Let me sort of do Zim. Let's grab the Doom and Gloom just because it's better and increase the chance of me being able to get overkill. Alright, Bronze Automaton at the end. Good thing I have the buffers. 1, 2. Only a 2 lead path on the right with 1... 2, 3, 4 question mark rooms. A little low, but there's at least a later shop, so that's useful too. Alright, Shell Parasite, very happy to start with the Agate. Let's do the Bias Cognitions. A little risky to lose 2 focus every turn, but I do have a lot of focus at the moment. Alright, 18, Agate is great. Let's do Beam Cell, Cold Snap, Cool Headed. Chaos, a Strike, and I am fully defended this way. Good. Alright, only 4 extra focus now. Let's do Cold Snap, then Chill. Cool-headed to gain energy back, equilibrium, and a strike. Okay, only 2 extra focus. I'm starting to lose all my focus benefits here. Let's do Doom and Gloom. I am fully defended, right? So I think I'll do Compile Driver. Okay. I just need to deal 19 damage. That seems doable. No extra focus anymore. Let's do Zap, then Compile Driver. I was hoping for the Agate there. Beautiful. Another Cool-headed, and I just need to evoke the Dark Orb. Fortunately, I'm taking damage from the Regret here. Okay. And then here I can just do a Zap. Beautiful. Alright, we got a weakness potion, which I'll skip. Storm. Oof. Now, unfortunately, they're all upgraded, which means my opening hand out of the 5 cards, 3 will be Storms. I don't think I'll risk that. Let's take the Ball Lightning. If I had a Mind Plus or something like that, it would be worth it, but not without it. Alright, here, let's do Cold Snap, Chill. Let me see what the Chaos gives me. And a Zap. Okay. Chaos just give me Lightning Orbs, right? Both of them. Yeah, that's fine. Not taking any damage, so that's okay. Oof, again, lots of incoming. Let's do Aggregate, Compile Driver. I don't have enough attacks. Alright, let's do Defend, Strike, and Buffer. Okay, this way I am only losing 5 HP. Actually, if I got a little lucky with the orbs, I might have not lost any HP, but that's fine. Okay. Doom and Gloom is great, and then Compile... Actually, let's do Ball Lightning. That's enough, too. Beautiful. Alright, Charge Battery, Fusion Program. Not a huge fan. Let's take the Charge Battery. That's the best card of those, I guess. Cultist and the Chosen. Let's do Cold Snap, Cool Headed. Ah, too bad I got the buffer there. The Regret would have ruined the buffer anyway, so I think it's fine. Do I have a rest side before the lead? No, I have one right after the elite, so as long as I can make it to the lead with enough HP, I should be fine. Chaos gives me another Frost Orb. Okay. Should I just do Ball Lightnings? Yeah, let's do the Ball Lightnings here. Okay. Alright, and then here another 9. Yeah, Bias Cognition is tempting. Let's do Cool Headed first, then Bias Cognition. Let's do Charge Battery for extra energy. Could have played the Chill, but I do want to keep the Lightning Orbs. Okay. Alright, 16. There's a buffer that's useful. Let's do Buffer, then Strike and Zap. Okay. So I am losing... Yeah, I'm losing one of the buffers, and I'm losing 8 HP. Let's do Cold Snap, Chill. Okay. And then let's do Doom and Gloom. Get a Dark Orb out. Alright. Oh, 24. That is a lot. I can dual cast the Frost Orb, but I'm still taking a lot of damage. Okay. And I'm getting more and more days in my deck. Let's do Aggregate 1, Aggregate 2, then Compile Driver. Okay. Chaos gives me... It does not evoke the Dark Orb. Okay. I'm not that far from being able to evoke the Dark Orb, though. Just need any way to do it. Beautiful. Alright. We got a colorless potion. It's a really attempt to remove the Fair in a Bottle. I might need it later, but let's remove it and hopefully get something better. All for One is interesting. Would allow me to potentially get combo if I get more zero-cost cards later on. I don't think I'll take the Ritual Dagger. Let's take the gold instead. I'm hoping to get overkill in a different way. Interior Mystic. Should I try to get overkill with the Dark Orb? Let's do it. Let's do Chill first, then Chaos. Okay. Then Compile Driver. Should have done the Compile... Ooh, Aggregate is great. I can do the Cold Snap too. Unfortunately, I'm still taking damage. That's fine. Alright, I need to make sure not to accidentally get a Lightning Orb. I also probably don't want to play the Bias Cognition because then my Dark Orb might become less useful. Alright, another 12. Let's do Doom and Gloom and Charge Battery. There is a Dark Orb now. Could consider playing the Zap. Get the Dark Orb up front. Deal a little bit consistent damage once in a while. Another 20. Yeah, I don't think I can do Vice Condition. Let's do Equilibrium and then Cold Snap. That allows me to be... Oh, actually, I can do another strike here too. Alright. And then here, let's do anything useful the Alpha one will give me. Yeah, let's play it. Yeah, just a beam cell, that's fine. I don't think I'll do Zap or... no, Chill would evoke the Dark Orb, right? Let's not play anything else here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, without being able to play the Dark Orb, I might have trouble getting rid of this guy, though. Let's do Beam Cell, Compile Driver. I don't think I'll do Ball Lightning. Let's do Cold Snap. I can't do another Cold Snap. Should have considered doing Cool Headed instead of that Cold Snap. Okay. Yeah, if I take a lot of damage, it might not be worth it to go for that Dark Orb. You know what? Let me evoke the Dark Orb and try to get another Dark Orb here. Because otherwise I'm going to take too much damage here, I think. Wouldn't mind getting more Lightning Orbs too. There's a Doom and Gloom. No, I think I'll do... this is tough. Do I still have another Doom and Gloom in my draw pile? I do. Yeah, let's wait for that then. Maybe this is not the right time to try to get... overkill, because it's gonna take me a while, and I might take a lot of damage until I get it. I mean, let's give it a try. I have 2 Dark Orbs. I can evoke one of them. Let's do Chaos. No, let's do Alpha 1. Beam Cell. Chill. Okay. Oh, why? Oh, the Lightning Orb hit the backliner. Ugh. Okay. If I do Cool It, it'll kill the backliner. Let's do Defend instead. Really hoping to get that Dark Orb grown, but it looks like it's going to be very difficult. Let's do Agate. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to give up on that. Let's just get rid of this. Let's do Cold Snap. Charge Battery, Strike, Zap. Okay. Yeah, it was going to be too difficult to wait. I can't get rid of the Centurion. Now I'm going to do Vice Condition. Beam Cell, Charge Battery, Chill, get the Lightning Orb up front. Okay. And then 14, let's do Dual Cast, then Ball Lightning, Strike, and Defend. Okay. Yeah, I already lost a lot of HP, and that was probably unnecessary. I should have played the Bias Condition earlier, and I am gonna lose even more HP. That is not good at all. Actually, no, fully defended thanks to orbs, right? Okay. And then here, let's do Aggregate, Chaos, play the Cold Snaps, then Buffer, and then, yeah, hopefully I can just evoke the Dark Orb here. Alright, let's do Doom and Gloom, evoke the Dark Orb, okay, then do Ball Lightning. Oh, that's still not enough. Luckily got lucky with the Lightning Orb. Should I? Actually, no, I'm losing too much focus now, so the Dark Orb is never going to grow as powerful as I want it to be, so yeah, that's a bummer. At least the enemy is vulnerable for a bunch of turns, and then I should be able to just deal a little bit extra damage here. Tough fight, tough fight. Double Energy, Charge Battery, Claw. Let's take the Collectibles on the Charge Battery. And then first lead here, Book of Stabbing. 12 incoming. I do have the Equilibrium, that's useful. Let's do a Strike. Let's not play the Compile Driver yet. Okay. 18. There is an Aggregate. Let's see what the Compile Driver draws me. I was hoping... Oh, actually, Charge Batteries are not quite enough, actually. A Cool Edit together with that, though, is enough. Wait, 12, 16. I have to drink... I have to play the Bias Condition too, right? Let's do that, then do the Charge Batteries. Okay. So I'm a little bit on the clock here. I have to try to deal enough damage quickly. Another Aggregate is great. Let's do All for One, Beam Cell, Doom and Gloom, Zap, then Chaos. It's only 8 block. I need more. Even the block push alone is not enough. Let me see if this gives me something. Forethought Transmutation. I have the energy for Transmutation. Let's try it. So, oh, there's a panic button. That is very tempting. Let's do Panache. Blind. Discovery gives me Bullseye, Blizzard, or Rip and Tear. Not a huge fan. Guess I'll take the Bullseye. Then Chrysalis. I'm not that far off from being able to kill. Let's do Secret Technique. Grab the Aggregate. Alright. Then do Thinking Ahead. Another Bias Condition or a Chill. Another Bias Condition is interesting. Let's do that. Then do Chill. Okay. Then do Deep Breath. Alright. Another Beam Cell. I am actually in the orbs is enough. Beautiful. Alright, Colorless Potion saved me there. Got Emotion Chip. If you lost HP during the previous turn, trigger the passive ability of all orbs at the start of your current turn, which is great with the regret, I have to admit. Got another Friend in a Bottle. The game is trying to tell me something. Do I have enough Cold Snaps? I do. Yeah, okay, so I don't need more of those. Turbo or loop? Let's take the loop. It's not a bad idea. Turbo would be interesting because I am a little low on energy, but I think that's fine. Here I'm healing again. That's good. Did I ever get a collect bonus on the compile driver? No. Let's grab it now. Okay. Leap would have been fine too, but I think compile driver with all the different orbs is useful. Here, let's definitely choose a little too late for the genetic algorithm. Equilibrium would give me a collector bonus. Chill would give me one. Hologram is a useful card. Create the Eye is interesting. Cool-headed. Lots of good options here. I think I'll take... Wait. I just picked up a compile driver collector bonus, so I don't want that. Let's grab the chill collector bonus. Why not? Okay. I got Turnip. Whenever you use a potion, heal 5 HP. Very useful. And here I can buy everything. Let's take Shovel. You can now dig for relics at rest sites. Frozen Eye, when viewing the drop pile, the cards are now shown in order. And Gear, you can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times. And then let's also... I don't think I need to buy any of the potions. I'm happy. Actually, you know what? I probably don't need the Phantom Bottle. Let's grab the weakness potion. Then do the fragment. Did I have enough cool-headeds? I did not. Yeah, let's grab the cool-headed collector bonus there. Reboot. Did have enough beam cells, didn't I? No, not even enough beam cells. Alright, beam cell, melter. Just come by. I can buy these as well if I really wanted to. Sure, let's do Madness and Mayhem. Why not? Alright. But I got the full shop. That's nice. Okay, here I got the slavers. I need to get a little lucky with my first turn, and unfortunately I didn't. I do have a block push, and I'm not sure how much that will help me, though. Let's do cool-headed chaos. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here, right? Yeah, no reason to use the block push if there's no chance of perfecting whatsoever. Alright, at least the emotion chip triggers, so that's nice. Alright, here let's do beam cell, compile driver, then chill. Okay. Another compile driver, a strike. Alright. Should have considered playing the compile driver before playing the chill, because that way I would have drawn more cards. Alright, here let's do melter, compile driver, chill. Then beam cell and charge battery. Okay. Alright, and then here, let's do aggregate. Wow, these regrets are annoying. At least I'm fully defended. Okay. Alright, and then here I can do chaos. It's a dark orb. I need 19. Let me see if the reboot gives me something good. Let's do cold snap. That is enough to be fully defended. I'll do charge battery. Okay. Guess I just need to trigger the letter opener one more time to get rid of the frontliner. Let's do beam cell, chill, cool-headed. Okay. Then ball, lightning, and loop. I think now with loop and probably not emotion chip. With the loop, I should be almost fully defended, right? Just have to make sure I don't draw a regret by accident. This is enough with the lightning orb, right? Beautiful. Okay, Gatori. Whenever you would receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage, reduce it to 1, as well as an energy push, which I'll skip. There's an electrodynamics. I was looking for that. Okay. And then here, oh, this is risky with only 3 HP, but let's risk it, especially if I get... well, this is a bad start. Let's do compile driver. Another compile driver? No, I don't know what I needed here to survive. The regret alone will kill me. I think I have to... This is one of the rare times I have to skip this event. I don't think there's anything I can do here. If I'm always going to draw... Yeah, no, I have to... It's such a shame that's so much gold, too. And I'm missing out on a relic, but there's just nothing I can do. If I had a little bit more HP... Actually, you know what? Let's fight. Let's drink a potion that will also heal me. Let's drink the block potion. It's a shame to waste the block potion here, but what can I do, right? Let's do compile driver, another compile driver, and then I'll do charge battery. That should be enough. I'll take damage from the regret, but at least that's fine. Good thing I have the Turnip, yeah, right? Alright, so here electrodynamics is great. Let's do bias cognition, then electrodynamics, then do the chill. And that's almost enough. Compile driver is enough. Alright, fine. Got red mask, got the Savage Combat will have 1 weak to all enemies. Compile driver, sweeping white noise. I did have enough compile drivers, right? I did pick them up just recently. Let's take the white noise. Not a bad idea. Probably don't really need the sweeping beam here. Alright, dig or gain strength. I think resting is not a bad idea either. You know what? Let's rest first, and then I'll dig in the next rest site. Select discharge, overclock, or leap. Let's take the leap. Solid defensive card. Overclock would have been nice too. And then here, as always, I bet for the more amount, and yeah, lose a bunch of times. And then here, let's dig for relic. We got bottle flame and pick up choose an attack that should come with this card in your hand. Not sure what that should be. Beam cell, compile driver. Let's say compile driver for card draw, I guess. Okay. All right, bronze automaton. Let's start off with chill, compile driver. Loop is interesting. No, I think I'm going to drink the potion of capacity, cold snap, and cool-headed. Get a bunch of frost orbs, so as many frost orbs as possible. Okay. Alright, 14 incoming. There's a buffer. That's useful. The fragment is useful too. If I do the fragment, that'll be 9 plus 6, 15. That would be enough to be fully defended. I can do a buffer and save that for later. Okay. This guy took reboot. You can have it. Backliner took all for one. You can have that too. I was hoping to save the electrodynamics and be able to play that. Let's do aggregate here. Then beam cell, charge battery, defend, and zap. I am actually fully defended thanks to the focus. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Had a small emergency going on. Alright, so I honestly forgot what I did. I definitely drank the potion of capacity. I definitely grabbed a bunch of frost drops with cool-headed. Did I play the compel driver? I don't remember. In retrospect, loops makes more sense, but I think I played the compile driver. Oof. Did I, though? Okay, now I'm not sure, but let's just try this. I think it should be fine. Okay. So then the second turn, I think I had enough block with the defragment, right? And then let's also do... Did I play the buffer? Yeah, I think having a buffer in case I need something for the big attack would be good. Alright, this guy took reboot. Backline took all for more. I think this is when I reloaded, right? Yeah. Alright, fine. We got aggregate, compile driver. I kind of want to target this guy in case I get a regret. I might need that reboot to get rid of it from my hand. Let's also do charge battery, defend, might as well do zap, and yeah, sure, let's do madness too. Okay. Alright, 20 incoming. Mayhem is a little risky. How do I do this? Let's do beam cell, cool-headed. Really hoping for something better. I only have 12. I mean, I have the buffer. Nothing else I can do. I can't even throw the weakness potion, right? Yeah, fine. I guess I have to use the buffer. Let's not play the zap then. Let's do loop and mayhem. Okay. Alright, so there goes my buffer. Now, for the hyper beam, I will be in trouble. Okay, so there is a chaos. I got rid of a lightning orb there. I think I'll do equilibrium and then use the chill, right? Let's do equilibrium, white noise. Okay, another loop. That is actually not a bad idea. Alright, let's see if the chill saves me here. Okay, alright, so lots of incoming. There's a cool-headed for free, that's good. 2 chills, that's actually really nice too. Alright, let's do beam cell, chill 1. Okay, then chill 2. So that's 45. I need a little bit more. There's a weakness potion for the backliner. What is the white noise going to be able to give me? There's a doom and gloom too. I kind of want to risk... Let me risk white noise. Echo form. A little too late for that. Let's do cold snap, and I'm hoping the reboot will give me... Wait, so this is 15, 30... I have 51. I need something for the backliner though. If I evoke the orb, it's just 3 more. That's not enough. Let's reboot and hope I get an aggregate. I got charged battery. That should be enough, right? So 15 plus 43 is 58. I need 59. So if I throw the weakness push on the backliner, I should be fine here. Okay, alright, fine. That was a close one, though. I do have Echo Form active. That should help going forward as well. Okay, so there's Beam Cell played twice. Okay. At least I got rid of the artifact, so that's good. Let's do Equilibrium, Chill. Should I do Doom and Gloom? Yeah, I have the Equilibrium played. Okay. So that way I'll keep the Cold Snap. And then Regret's actually pretty good with the Emotion Chip because I'll get a bunch of block here. Alright, 2 Bias Cognitions. Okay, that is actually dangerous. That is dangerous. I got a lot of orbs now, or a lot of block, but I might lose focus very quickly. So I think I have to be as aggressive as I can. Backliner took the All for One. I probably don't need that. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, right, I reshuffled because of the reboot. Alright, let's do Doom and Gloom. And then Cold Snap. Okay, at least I got 2 Dark Orbs. I'm very worried that I might lose focus too quickly. Okay. That's 2 Compile Drivers. That's fine. Let's do Beam Cell twice. Then... Oh, right, because the Compile Driver wasn't played twice here. Let's do Chill. All for One. 2 more Beam Cells. And then let's see what the reboot gives me. Okay. Yeah, Compile Driver is fine. Let's do Cold Snap, get the Dark Orb up front. With the loops especially, that should be good. Alright. So 32. I have 2 more loops. I have 21. I need to double play. Actually, I not double play, but I need to play all the charge batteries, right? I have 35 right now. I guess I don't need to play another charge battery. Is that... Did I calculate that right? Yeah, I have enough. Okay. Alright, maybe I can get overkill here. Yeah, actually, I just need to evoke the orb. 2 aggregates, that's beautiful. Dual cast gives me overkill. Alright, awesome. So I got overkill, and I got the perfect on this boss. Good. Got an explosive potion, fission, buffer, reboot. I can get a collectibles on either the buffer or the reboot. And because of all the regrets, I'm thinking the reboot collectibles might be more important. Let's take that. And then here, I would love the extra energy with the Slaver's Collar. During boss and lead combats, gain extra energy at the server turn. I think that is very, very important here. Alright, Awaken one at the end. Good thing I didn't take the Storms. That would have been a disaster. 1, 2, only 2 elite paths. If I go in the middle, I can get 2 question mark rooms before the first elite, and then 4 more after. Total of 6, but I only had 8. I need 7 if I want to get Mr. Machine. If I skip an elite, I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, is an elite worth the Mr. Machine modifier? I'm actually thinking, let me get here and decide, because I am thinking of going on the right because it will increase the chance of getting the normalities. Which is, I guess, not really necessary. I guess if I want to use the gold, I would need a shop, which I don't really have at all other than this one, which would force me to skip a question mark room. And honestly, by this time, I won't have enough gold. Let me get here and then decide. I am thinking of going on the right, because the more question mark rooms I have, the more likely I'll get another shop in a question mark room, too. Let's start with the... Actually, let's do Leap first, then do Ball Lightnings, and then I'll accept the damage from the Rogat. Okay. Would love to get one of the chills upgraded. Too bad I have Midas, right? Alright, here, Bias Condition is good. Let's do Equilibrium, and then Beam Cell. Okay. And then with Bias Cognitions, I think the Orb should be enough, maybe? Let's do Chill. Defend would allow me to play a Cold Snap. Okay. And then I can't do anything else. Let's do Reboot, trigger the letter opener that way, and then see what the white noise gives me. Yeah, Loop is fine. Alright. Wouldn't mind getting some more lightning orbs. So let's do Leap and a Strike. Okay. Then Reboot. I can do Charge Battery to get rid of the backliner. Too bad I can't do the Electrodynamics. I should have done the Beam Cell. I had enough block there. Bias Cognition, fine, I guess. Okay, let's do Bias Cognition, then play the Zaps. And then I can do a Strike here too. I think that should be enough. Yeah, that is enough. Beautiful. Got an Attack Potion, Rebound, Self-Repair, Cool-Headed. Didn't I have enough Cool-Headeds already? I did. Okay, let's take Rebound, I guess. I don't really need Self-Repair. Okay. Alright, Dark Link's AoE damage is a problem in my deck. Let's do Chill here. I guess I'll do Buffer, and I don't need Card Draw. Let's do Melter. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have any good AoE damage cards. Alright. Other than Electrodynamics, I just have to draw it. We got Loop, another Buffer, I guess. Okay. Actually, no. Let me do Defend, Madness, the Buffer, and then play the Buffer. Wait, did I ever pick up an Electrodynamics, or did I get it from the... Yeah, I did have an Electrodynamics. Okay. Haven't seen it often enough, unfortunately. Alright, losing all my buffers here. That's fine. There's the Electrodynamics. Beautiful. Let's do that. Okay. And then I'll do Leap and Beam Cell. Alright. And now I just need Lightning Orbs with Electrodynamics or a Bias Condition. One of those two. Another Electrodynamics. Why not? Let's do the Chills here. Let's do Electrodynamics to evoke them again with another Chill. Okay. And I would have thought that that would be enough. Well, yeah, fine. I'll do Compile Driver here. No need to do Reboot. Actually, Reboot would have dealt 5 damage. Fine. Lots of incoming here. Let's do Doom and Gloom. Beam Cell. Should have done Beam Cell first, but this is enough, right? Beautiful. Alright, Aggregate. I never got a Collectimus on the Aggregate. Let's grab it now. Okay. And then here, another card matching event. Okay, I could get a Collectimus on the Ball Lightning. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I don't have a duplicate copy. So Ball Lightning, Impatience, Buffer would be great. Clumsy is not bad either, although I have enough curses already. I would love a Buffer, though. No, fine. Oh, okay, I got Blizzard. Not that I really need to, but yeah, let's get the Ball Lightning. Buffer would be great, but Ball Lightning is fine, too. All right, and then, okay, big question here. So, 6 question mark rooms. No, wait, I have to get this way. So, that is going to be just 5. 5 question mark rooms, 2 elites, or 6 question mark rooms and 1 elite. So, the elite will cost me... If I get Mr. Machine, that's 25 points. If I get the elite, that's 30, plus perfecting is another 25. So, you know, theoretically, that's another extra 30 points if I can perfect it. Decrease the chance of getting more curses. Oh, but I already have enough curses. Yeah... Also decrease the chance of getting the shop by just a little bit. No, let's go for the guaranteed elite path. I am curious if people skip the elite on Act 3. That would be very interesting to find out, but I'm not going to take that risk. Let's do Reboot here. Hoping to get some good cards. Yeah, these are some great powers to have. Okay. Lots of energy left over. If only I had a Seek and a Tempest, that would be great. Let's do Beam Cell, Compile Driver. Then All for One, get the Beam Cell back, and then do Reboot. Oof. Okay, unfortunately taking a lot of damage here. Fine. Another 10. Let's do All for One will bring me back. Nothing useful. Let's do Chaos. Kind of wanted to Reboot again. Okay. Leap and Ball Lightning. Alright. Okay, not being attacked here. Buffer is fine. I think I'll do buffer and bias cognition. Okay. Another 24. Let's do aggregate, and then I can play everything. So let's do chill, ball lightning, doom and gloom, and electrodynamics. Okay. Alright, still losing 8 HP. Okay. And then here I can do beam cell, equilibrium, charge battery, and then next turn, once I can evoke the Dark Orb, that should be enough, right? I can do that with a cool-headed. Beautiful. Alright, Chaos, Charge Battery, Claw. Did I have enough? I did have enough Charge Batteries. I did not have enough Chaoses, so let's take a Chaos here. Okay. And then here, again, need Electrodynamics here. That's my only AoE damage at the moment. Let's do Cold Snap, Compile Driver. I was hoping for an aggregate, although, I mean, it's better than not having it, I guess. Okay. Alright, actually, I'm pull dependent. Beautiful. Yeah, that aggregate is really nice. If only I can draw it more consistently, I guess. Alright, here let's do Beam Cell, Equilibrium, and Cool-Headed. Ooh, should I do... You know what? Let's do Agate, another Equilibrium, and then Reboot. Okay. Then do Blizzard. That's enough to get rid of this guy. Good. I could have done Cold Snap to deal more damage. Compile Driver again. Another Agate is enough. Let's save it because I have Equilibrium. Let's save it for next turn. Okay. Yep, here let's do Aggregate, Equilibrium again. Cool-Headed, Loop, Chill, Beam Cell, and a Strike. Okay. Fully defended there. Just barely. I didn't even notice that I had full block. Okay, Melter is... Actually, Ball Lightning is enough to get a review. Then I can do Melter and Cool-Headed. Yeah, let's do Chill, get the Lightning Orb up front. And then with Loop, it deals extra damage. And then I just need a little bit extra with the Cold Snap, for example. Okay. Alright, go for the S-Boot sequence. Ooh, that will give me a lot of block turn 1. Which I might need it against the Awakened one. Oof. But it would make my opening hand worse. Did I have enough Equilibriums? I didn't. Fine, let's take a Collectibles on the Equilibrium first. I am hoping that I'll have enough block on turn 1. Alright, let's do Equilibrium, Defragment, and how about I'll just do Charge... Actually, let's do Compile Driver, sure. Okay, 13. Another Equilibrium, that's pretty good. Let's do Equilibrium again, and then I will do the Electrodynamics. Okay. I'm actually a little worried because I'm having trouble dealing a lot of damage generally, so... Bias Cognition might be necessary here. Let's do Bias Cognition, then do Cool-Headed and Cold Snap. That is 14 block, beautiful. And then should I do Chaos? Let's do Chaos. Okay, got Lightning Orbs instead. Alright, fine. Alright, I am starting to lose Dex. That is unfortunate. White Noise gives me Machine Learning. Let's do Loop, Compile Driver. Should have done the Compile Driver a little sooner. Let's do it one more time. And then do one Chill. Let's do a second one too. I guess the more chills I play, the better the Blizzard will be. Okay. Alright, 30 incoming. Big attacks already starting. Let's do Chill. Actually, I do have almost enough block, especially with the Equilibrium. Let's do Cool-Headed. That is enough block now. Then Compile Driver. Should I do Mayhem? It has been proving pretty useful in that boss fight. Blizzard for only 12 damage. Okay. Honestly, I don't know how I'm going to deal so much damage. 35. There's a buffer. That's useful. Let's see what the White Noise gives me. Defragment. Let's do Chaos. Then Cool-Headed to gain energy back. Another Chaos to gain more energy. Let's do Buffer, Charge Battery, and then a Reboot. Okay. Actually, Leap allows me to be fully defended. Let's do Madness and a Ball Lightning. Okay. I still have a buffer left over. Okay. Another 40. Let's do the Beam Cells, then All for One. Bring back more Beam Cells. Play the Ball Lightning. Let's do Mayhem and Charge Battery, I guess. Should I Reboot? No. Let's use the buffer. I barely have enough energy, and Reboot might give me a regret. Okay. 45. Would love another buffer. Thank you for listening, game. Let's do Cool-Headed. Hoping it was not a regret. Good. And then let's do Beam Cell, Ball Lightning, Defragment, Buffer, Zap, and Doom and Gloom. It's tempting to drink an attack potion, but no. Let's wait if I can get by without using it. 50 incoming. There's an All for One. Okay. Allows me to play the Beam Cells. I can do Aggregate and Equilibrium. Ball Lightnings, a Strike, and then hopefully the Reboot will give me enough damage to maybe... Yeah, evoke the Lightning Orb, the Dark Orb. Beautiful. Perfect this one. I got a Mummified Hand whenever we play a power card or random card in your hand because 0 that turn. A Gambler's Brew, and did I already have enough Ball Lightnings? I did. So let's grab the Upgrade Overclock. Great card to have. I have to go this way for the next Elite. I kind of want to dig. It's very unlikely I'll be able to get the Alex Shiny modifier, but let's try. So let's dig here for Warpaint. I'm pick up upgrade 2 random skills. That's a Zap and Charge Battery upgraded. Out of 133 cards, I don't really care for those 2 upgrades, but I'll take them. Alright, let's do Beam Cell, Buffer, Electrodynamics with Mummified Hand. It sets the compile driver to 0, which I can use to draw extra cards and play the loop, Cool-Headed, and a Zap. Okay, that was actually a pretty good turn. Yeah, Mummified Hand can be really great, especially if you go for a power deck. Alright, 45. I do have the buffer. Okay, let's do White Noise, Echo Form. Very nice. Mayhem hits the leap. I'm not going to risk the rebound. Again, I might draw the regret that way, and it's better to just use the buffer. Okay, double up on the overclock. Alright. Then do what? Beam Cell for sure. Defragment, then Chaos. Okay. That's almost enough. Let's do Strike. I kind of want to do another Chaos. It might not give me a Frost Drop, though. It didn't. Okay, I need a defensive card here. Didn't it? No. Cold Snap is not it. Boy. The attack potion can't... Well, if the attack potion gives me a go for this, it didn't. It did give me another Cold Snap. That, together with the one I have, is enough, right? Yes, beautiful. Okay. Alright, fully defended yet. Okay, another 18. 2 defense, beautiful. That's 16. Cool-Headed is enough. Awesome. Let's do Chaos. And I might as well do Leap and Strike. Okay. Did I have the boot? I did. Yeah, good. 45. A buffer would be great. Didn't get it. 2 Ball Lightnings. Okay, can I just kill here? If I do Bias Cognition, then Cool-Headed, Equilibrium... No, Overclock first. Then a Rebound, the Beam Cell, Equilibrium, Defragment. Wait, I'm actually, thanks to the Equilibrium, I'm fully defended. Not the Equilibrium, the, what do you call it? Bias Cognition. Fully defended there, and I just need 2 more attacks. Melters does it. Beautiful. Alright, perfect this one too. Got Eternal Feather for every 5 cards in deck. Heal 3, should one of you enter a rest site. Beam Cell, Darkness, Double Energy. Did I have enough Beam Cells? I did. Okay, fine. I guess I'll take the Double Energy. Don't really need the Darkness there, I guess. Alright, here I got Bottle Lightning. I'm pick up, choose a skill set. Come with this card in your hand. If only I had a Seek. I don't think I need... Actually, I do have the Compile Driver in my opening hand, so Aggregate would give me a little bit of an opportunity to, you know, be able to play more things. Overclock might be good too for card draw, but I think I'm going to risk the Aggregate here. Okay. And then here, let's get all 3 rare cards, hoping to get a Mind Blast. Nope, I did get Dramatic Entrances, but that might make my opening hand worse. I can't get a Collector's on these, right? I don't see any duplicates whatsoever. Was there a Swift Strike here? No. Alright, I don't think I'll take an 8 cards then, because Dramatic Entrances might be annoying. Although I do have the energy. No, I don't think I'll do that. Let's grab, yeah, Finesse for card draw. Jackal trades, sure, and... No, I don't think I can do Dramatic Entrance, right? Let's do Deep Breath, sure. Okay. Yeah, too bad. Mind Blast would have made this run way more easier. Cooler, Doom Gloom, Defragment. I'm probably okay losing the Defragment because of the Awaken one. Here I got Bronze Scale, so I just come with 3 Thorns. That's my 21st relic, and unless this is a shop, it is not. Yeah, sure, let's gain the gold here. Okay, yeah, no way to get Alex Shiny, not without another shop. Alright, let's start over with Aggregate, Cool-Headed, Compile Driver. Another Compile... Actually, let's do Chaos, in case that gives me another Unique Curse. Beautiful. Compile Driver gives me more card draw, which is great. Let's do Madness, another Compile Driver. Okay. Then Electrodynamics. Beautiful. Then do Ball Lightning and Dual Cast. Okay. Alright, 1 down. Let's do 2 Defense, then Deep Breath. Okay. And then Strike and Madness. That should be enough. Beautiful. Alright. We got Recursion, Leap, go for the ice. I think Leap is a card I already had a copy of, right? Yes. Let's get a Collector's on the Leap. Okay. And then here, let's dig one more time just for fun. We got Lizard Tail. One of you die heal to 50% of your max HP instead. Which, you know, I guess it's good to have. Alright, 15. I do have the Leap. That alone is not enough. Let's start off with Aggregate for sure. Then do the Explosive Potion. Then do Beam Cell. No, I think I have to... Well, let's do Beam Cell, then Compile Driver. 2 all for ones is not going to save me here. And the Leap alone is not going to save me either. So I think I have to do Leap and then hope that this gives me something useful. Okay, Chill is actually really good. Let's do Doom and Gloom and then Chill. Yeah, beautiful. That Chill was totally worth it. Okay. Alright, no more weakness though. At least here I am fully defended. Well, almost fully defended. Let's do the Leap here. I mean, I can play the other Leap too. So I need 32. I have 20-something. If I evoke this, that's another 5, right? So I have 27. Yeah, Cold Snap is enough, so I don't need to target this guy. Let's do Cold Snap. I didn't miscalculate, right? 32. I don't need to play the Zap. I'm going to be weakened next turn. This guy's going to die in my Thorns, though, so that's good. Okay. Lots of incoming. There's a buffer. There is a Bias Cognition. The Bias Cognition is too risky. But if I can't defend any other way, let me do... Wait, hang on. So if I do the buffer, Then cool-headed, then that will be 5 plus 6, 11. But then buffer gives it extra strength. No, there's nothing I can do. I think I have to do Bias Ignition, right? I don't think there's a way around that. Let's do Bias Ignition, then cool-headed. I will risk Chaos. Okay, 27. I need 28 plus 9, which is 37. So it has to be the buffer as well, right? Unless I can... No, I can't get rid of this guy. Yeah, so it has to be the buffer. Let me do Strike. Should I risk Mayhem as well? Wait, hang on. I need 32. Oh, boy. So I have 33. So really, I need... Using one buffer, I need 24 plus 9, which is 33. Yeah, if I play Mayhem, I will actually take damage here, so I can't do that. Okay. Beautiful. Lost the buffer there. All right. Chill is pretty good. Let's do that. Okay. Then do Beam Cell, Ball Lightning, and Charge Battery. Okay. Losing focus is a problem here. Another buffer. Well, let's do Double Energy, then Equilibrium. I think... let's save the buffer for later. If possible, I will get by without giving the enemy extra strength. Okay. 32 already incoming. That is going to be tough. Let's do Chill, Charge Battery. Only 6... No, actually, even if I play the Defend, that's 21. Even with the buffer, it's not going to be enough, right? Yeah, I think I have to give up perfecting this one. It would have been very difficult. I didn't see any way to have any artifact to be able to play that the Bias Ignition, which was a problem. This gives me another buffer, which I can't really use. Let's rebound. Doesn't matter what. Let's actually... Here, let's rebound the Deep Breath. Okay. Reshuffle. I got Leap here. Might as well do Zap. And no need to play anything else. Yeah, it would have been very tough to perfect this one, I think. It takes me a while. If I had better potions, maybe. Equilibrium, Compile Driver. Oh, I'm already at negative dex. That's frustrating. Alright, let's do Compile Driver again. Play the Beam Cells. Deep Breath. Okay. Overclock. Yeah, not much I can do here. Reboot again? Yeah, fine. Let's do reboot one more time. And one more Deep Breath. And another Deep Breath. And Jack of all trades. Okay, Violence. I did not count. I don't feel that those 20 cards, but it did feel like a lot of cards. Alright, yeah. Now I have negative dex, and that is definitely a problem. Let's do Double Energy, Equilibrium. Then Zap. Play the All for One. Bring back the Zap and Deep Breath again. Okay. And then let's... I mean, Cold Snaps, do they even matter? Not really. Let's still play them. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I guess at this point only the Dark Orb is going to be useful. Alright, 2 aggregates. That's great, but not really necessary. Let's say Equilibrium. I should have probably kept one of the aggregates for the Equilibrium. Yeah, that was not the best play there. Okay, at least I'm defended this turn. I still haven't transformed yet, right? I'm worried I might not be able to get through this. I might have to reload. Let's do Reboot here. Okay. And then Ball Lightning, Strike, Overclock. Okay, I only need 6 more damage. 2 more damage. Beautiful. Okay. Then do Cool-Headed, Zap, Charge Battery for extra energy next turn. Okay. Alright, 42 incoming. Let's do Beam Cell, Compile Driver. Then Madness, the Leap. Then do the Deep Breath. Equilibrium. Then Reboot. Okay. Finesse, Compile Driver. No real reason to play the Electrodynamics, right? Okay. Time-wise, yeah, I did miss the 45-minute mark. Okay, 36. Let's do Aggregate, Defragment. Yeah, the Defragment doesn't really do anything, right? Electrodynamics. I mean, might as well do Bias Ignition. That gives me a little bit of extra damage, right? Then Chaos, Cold Snap, play these strikes. And 36, I'm barely alive. Oh, boy. I still have to deal so much damage. I don't know what I was missing here. Jack of all trades gives me Magnetism. That's not very useful. I don't think there's anything I can do to defend against 20 incoming. Yeah, nothing I could have done. Alright, let's reload. What can I do differently here? Maybe I should just give up perfecting from the beginning and just not play the Bias Ignition. Yeah, I basically played the Bias Ignition because there's no way to perfect without it. So if I don't do that, maybe I have a chance. Let's drink the Explosive Potion. I think I did Compile Driver, then Leap, and then use the Gambless Root together with these two, right? And then I was able to play Doom and Gloom and Chill. Okay. Alright, so far so good. And then I think here is... I didn't get the Compile Driver here. Let's do Zap and then a Cold Snap. Okay. Alright, yeah, this is where I just can't play the Bias Ignition. That is just gonna cause me to die. So I can't really do that, which means I obviously am losing the perfect, but you know what? That's better than dying. So, yeah. Okay. It would have been very hard to get a perfect here. I think I need some way to get rid of artifact. Like an ancient potion would have been enough. Usually I'd ignore ancient potions, but in this particular case, it would have been amazing. The extra focus would pretty much help me forever, right? So I don't think I saw a single ancient potion throughout the whole run, though, so I'm not too upset about that. Okay. I might use one buffer, although, again, I will try to avoid it. Let's do chill here. Charge battery, defend, and then 2 strikes. Yeah, already I'm not perfecting right, so it doesn't matter if I lose a little bit more HP than I should here. 20 incoming. Let's do rebound the zap, sure. Then do madness. White noise gives me heat sinks, which I never got combo. Ooh, should I risk heat sinks? Okay, fine. Who knows? Maybe I can get combo that way. Let's do chaos here and then blizzard. Okay. If I get like an echo form or something like that, that would be great. Let's do finesse. Alpha 1. Finesse again. Then do deep breath 1. Deep breath 2. Okay. And then probably just 2 leaps here. All right. Losing damage to the regret too, right? 21 incoming. Let's do Alpha 1 to be able to... Oh, I only had 1 deep breath? Right, because I reshuffled. All right, let's still do that 1 deep breath. Then probably do reboot. Okay. And then let's do cold snap and charge battery. All right. Only had to fragment too. I really desperately need focus. A focus potion would have been great as well. Let's do beam cell, ball lightning, reboot. Okay. And then compile driver, cold snap, and is melter enough? It is enough. Beautiful. Play the leap so the regret deals less damage. Okay. I only gave up the awaken on 1 extra strength, so that's kind of nice. Jack of all trades gives me a secret weapon, which, I don't know, beam cell again? Can't really think of anything better. Cold snap for frost orbs, sure. Let's say equilibrium, cold snap, and cool headed. Okay. Alright. 33, that is a lot. Let's do double energy, then loop. Aggregate is great. Okay, I can play electrodynamics, then do the compile driver 1 and 2. Okay, another aggregate. No, I have the equilibrium. Let's save the other aggregate for next turn. I have plenty of energy this turn. Let's do the buffer here as well, then do leap, defend, cold snap, another defend, and yeah, let's wait. I should try to get combo before it's too late, right? I mean, I have the time. Alright, so I don't have that many powers though. Let me see what the loop gives me. Oh, regret is annoying. Okay, let me actually forethought that regret. Yep. And then so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then deep breath, 7. Okay. Overclock is 8. Good. Then 9, 10, 11, 12. I should have played the zap first. Yeah, the zap would have allowed me to draw an extra card with the compile driver. Alright. Here, let's do buffer, beam cell, charge battery. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 8, 9, and yeah, fine. Not even close to combo. That heat sinks alone is not enough. I need something like Creative AI or Echo Form or something like that, right? Let's try this one more time. I think at this point it's not too late to play the Bias Condition. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just don't have card draw. Yeah, fine. Okay. Right, another 19. Here, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6. Okay. 7, 8. That's really nice. Late capacitor, I'll take it. 9, 10, 11, 12. Very nice. 13, 14. Running out of energy. 15, 16. Yeah, I ran out of energy. Fine. It might be hard. The enemy has not a lot of HP left. It might be hard to get combo now. Let's try it though. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 3, 4, 5. Then 6. That's already too much, right? 7. Yeah, I can't. If I play too many skills, I'll kill with the letter opener. Fine, fine. So I do think combo was possible, but yeah, I guess maybe if I had a little bit more patience in the last fight. 1480, that's not a horrible score. So of the 6 elites, I perfected 4 of them, got 2 of the 3 bosses, missed the last one, no chance there. 12 collect bonuses, and cursor was very easy. Although I think I got all the cursor on Act 1, right? So no collect bonus on them, right? Doubt, injury, and the regret. The regret was a little annoying, but that's fine. Raining money was easy with the Midas modifier. Well fed was easy thanks to the tiny house. Although if I didn't take the tiny house, I would not have been able to get well fed. So yeah, 12 collect bonuses. I could imagine imagine people doing better. I could also imagine people getting that last boss, although I don't think my deck would have been able to. Wow, all right, people definitely did better. I'm 37th right now, which is not horrible. If I had perfected the last boss, 1580 would have put me in... Okay, nobody has that score. That's weird. 25th place. And then Pelt's got 1586. Interesting. So Pelt's must have maybe realized that getting Mr. Machine is impossible, and he already had enough curses, so maybe Pelt's decided to skip question mark rooms and instead do regular fights. That is actually not a bad idea. That would have allowed him to get more collector bonuses as well. Okay, I should have considered that. Yeah, I realized on Act 3 that I just wasn't able to get enough question mark rooms. Should have just skipped them. I had enough curses. I guess I was hoping for the normality event and a shop. Having the shop would have allowed me to get I Like Shiny too. Yeah, or maybe Pelt's got more collector bonuses, but wasn't able to perfect the last boss like I did too. That's also possible. So yeah, let me know in comments what you did. Let's review the scores from yesterday. Alright, so yesterday was an Ironclad run with the Chimera, Green Cards, and Night Terrace modifiers, and yeah, I did not do so well. A lot of people did much better than me, including Gemino, who ended up with 1386. That's a great score. Gemino perfected 5 of the 9 elites. All the bosses did not go for Pauper. Picked up rare cards. He mentioned that the rare cards did help him a lot yesterday. I went for Pauper, and that was probably a mistake. Although honestly, I didn't feel like I saw any good rare cards yesterday. But then, so Gemino was able to not only perfect all the bosses, but he also got Insibidian thanks to the rare cards. He also went for Highlander, was able to get I Like Shiny, as well as the well-fed modifier and overkill, but did miss the combo and the light speed modifier. Great score from Gemino there. David 2 points behind. You can check out his Twitch stream if you're interested. David perfected 1 more elite than Gemino, so 6 of the 9. Got all the bosses. Did go for Pauper, but did not get the Alex Shiny. Also did not get Insibidian. So yeah, pretty much equal score, but 2 points lower. Probably just a regular fight somewhere. Then you have Alex here with 1235. Alex perfected 7 of the 9 elites. That's really impressive, but only got 1 of the 3 bosses, the Act 2 boss. Mentioned that he had to reload the Hexadouche to be able to survive that one. Also was able to get Highlander, although he also had 3 upgraded bashes at the end, which is kind of impressive. And if you remember the starting deck cards, so bashes don't count against the Highlander modifier. Also was able to get Pauper, which is actually really impressive. He was able to perfect that many elites with Pauper. Missed Insignifiant, but was able to get I Like Shiny thanks to the Spirit Poop, which is something I didn't consider. But yeah, it is basically another relic. Then you have PGM here with 1211. George got 1209. Cyberfox got 1182. Cyberfox perfected 2 of the 9 elites, but all the bosses. That's really impressive. That's sort of the opposite of what Alex, right? Alex was able to perfect a lot of elites, but not only 1 boss. And Cyberfox got almost none of the elites, but all the bosses. He mentioned that he was able to perfect the Act 3 boss thanks to getting a Wraith form from a Power Potion, which is also what I got. When I used the Power Potion, I also was offered a Wraith form. But then he also had a Duplication Potion, so that allowed him to have to basically have 4 Wraith forms in play. And that was enough for the Act 3 boss. I should have done that yesterday. I realized that when I got the Wraith form, I only had 1 copy, or I guess I forgot that Sacred Bug would have given me 2 copies of it. I thought it would only be 1 copy. I wasn't too worried about the first turn, and I thought just for the second turn, then not having any decks was going to be a problem. But I think in retrospect, playing those Wraith forms would have been better. But then, yes, I was also able to get Highlander and Pauper. Mentioned that it was a hard run, but it was not a boring run. So those are the fun runs, right? Where it's challenging, but not, not a slog, as Cyberfox mentioned. Then you have Mike and Peltz tied at 1138. Flignicum with 1136. I ended up with 1134. I perfected 3 of the 9 elites and none of the bosses, and I still made it in top 100, so I think that indicates that it was a difficult run yesterday. Was able to get Highlander and Pauper, and yeah, I think as Gemino showed that it might have been a mistake. I wasn't able to get I Like Shiny, but was able to get Overkill and the Light Speed modifier, though. I don't think anybody got combo yesterday, so that was very difficult to do. Anyway, that's it for yesterday. Let me know in the comments what you did for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.